Apparently we've lost the technology. Have we? Have we? Hasn't technology only gotten better? Yeah, it's the firmament. We kind of get through the firmament of this flat Earth.
Yes. Go on, Dad. Right, content. Live. Part 2 then.
I've still got my gold marked up from yesterday.
Connect your encoded. Oh, well. Okay, we're on. Right, let's give that another go, guys. I do apologise. I do apologise if you're watching on YouTube. I don't think anybody's watching anyway, but
I'll jump on quickly.
oh, it's excellent now, is it? Okay, right. Weekly. Again, if we can get a fake out to the downside, fantastic. That would be really nice for us. Daily. What has the daily done? So the daily now, for me, has. Let's move that back. It's a weekly area. I would say sort of filled the range, or at least tapped the range. So that's probably the daily range what we're in. Okay, we had a bearish daily close. I thought we might get this fake out on the daily, but we didn't. We didn't. I thought if we get something like that, fantastic. We've got a daily with no bottom wick. Okay, and then this daily's opened up with no top wick. So if anything, what we would have wanted to come to this morning was this daily opening up with a top wick. We could potentially have had sells underneath. But because it's opened up and pushed down first, that makes it very difficult now because we've already got a steep top wick and we broke this high. So does this need a top wick? This is where we're questioning, do we need a top wick? And if we don't, then this daily could just keep pushing. But we're going to be thinking, okay, well, it could flip at any point to the upside. So it makes us more cautious to get in because the daily could flip to the upside at any point. So currently this daily can still do anything. It can flip to the upside and fully fill the range. Or because you don't know where this daily is, right? You've got a daily close here, but because you've had gaps, really messes things up. We're currently respecting this level, right? So if we had a top wick, I would have been looking at sells to the downside. But it's pretty difficult now. So the daily again doesn't really help us. So we've got to go down the lower time frames and see what's going on. So if we look at this section here, right? And then we look at this section. This is the only previous date we've got to go off. There's no zones here. We fly straight through these areas. So what that means is we've now got brand new data being formed. And when brand new data is getting formed, it makes it really difficult because anything can happen. Where the zones, we're creating new zones, and that's what's dangerous for us. Two things catches out: new data being formed, so new zones being formed, and fake outs. We have things what we can preempt the fake outs, but when new data is getting formed, it's just really difficult because anything can happen with them zones. So we're going to have to use the lower time frames, but I've still got my extremities. This is probably my extremities on the daily for the upside. And this is my extremities to the downside because this is the weekly support level. Okay. So 4 hour, what's going on with the 4? So we've got a level here, which we've closed respecting. So at 4324, we closed bullish. Okay. We haven't broke out to the downside. Now the thing with this is currently, well, it's now a more prominent support. This was just a minor support level, right? We've now closed bullish. So we've had 2 candles fail to break below that level. Now, what gold does a lot, and I can see this happening, is gold, let's say gold needs to come up because it's 2 candles have shown we need to come back up, right? What tends to happen is the new candle will actually break the low. And then what happens with the next one? Fake out, back in. And that's the one what drives. It creates a little minor support level. Then you get a breakout. Entices loads of loads of sellers in to come down. Stops would just be the high. And then we get a huge fake out. Gold does this quite a lot. Okay? Quite a lot. So could we get that with this 4? Or if this 4 breaks out to the downside, could we wait for a top wick? And we've got to wait for the top wick because we want to rule out the fake out back in if it does do that. But if we do get a top wick, tap previous spot, could we get a sell stop underneath to come down? The answer to that is yes. But what we need to understand is you have got another level here. Look at that. Body of the candles, body of the candle. And these wicks only came to here. So I'm not sure. We would need to break below that ideally for me. But if the 4 does close below, this would be our advantage point. This would be our probably take partial move to break even around here. We'd have to go risk free in case the price is just going to bounce off that level. So that's what we could look at. Now, we closed bullish on the 4. So could this 4 flip to the upside and drive back up? Yes, it could. So we could also look at this on a lower time frame. I wouldn't just get a buy stop above the 4 now. I think I'd like to go down the time frames. So let's have a look. Because what range are we in on the 4? Well, technically we're still in this range. At least this range here. You've got another minor level here on the 4. It is just a minor though, because you've got respect in there and you've got respect in there. Quite a lot of wicks to this area, but that's what I would have on the 4. So technically this 4 should flip to the upside to come back up to 4337. However, I don't think that's what's going to happen. Because we've had such a liquidity grab here. I think this was a liquidity grab in order to come down. And this might be just a bit of manipulation to grab some more buyers in. So you think loads of people will be buying now? Where will their stops be? There's only one way for the stops. That's probably below that candle or below this low. And I think that's probably in order for price to come down and through. It's just a case of how steep is the top wick going to be. So there's an hour and a half left of this 4. So I do need a bearish 4 in order to take the sellers down. Right, let's have a look at the lower time frames. 3 close back into the range. 3 had brought this low, but still respecting this level. 3 close back into the range. This 3 could flip to the upside at any point. An hour and a half left of the 3. See, the 2, look at the 2. This is where we've got contradiction. So there's a zone, clear zone. Yeah, clear zone. We broke out, fake out back in, then the 2's closed back into this range. And now we're getting a top wick. So I would probably prefer a sell stop underneath the 2. If this 2 flips now, there's an hour and a half left of it. That would be the 3 driving down. I don't like the 3 though. The 3 doesn't look right. But that would be the 4 driving down. It basically what we've got to say, could we see this 4 drive down? Potentially, but we close bullish here and we're still respecting this level. So technically we should be coming up. I think I would rather wait for a bearish 4 close. But the 2 looks lovely for a sell stop underneath. On the other end of that, if the 2 closes back above here, you could look at buys up. But that would be the 4, then closing bullish, so it'll be too late. So we've got to go down the time frames. What is the 1 doing? We've got a level on the 1. Would we say that? Would we say that? Would we say... I'll say that's a zone on the 1. Down. Up. Yeah, I would probably say if we can get a 1 close back into this area in 30 minutes, and I get a bottom wick, we might have a buy stop on to come up. That would make sense with the last 4 to flip to the upside. The daily can do anything. I just don't know how high. The daily's got no top wick. Does the daily need to come up? 4, 3. Is that respected? Two. Yeah, I think if the one can close back above this level, like this, and I get a bottom wick, I think I'll have a buy stop on. My stops would just be the low of the 1 hour. That would be my stops. If we break that, then I just wouldn't be interested in it. So this would be the 4 flipping back to the upside to come and fill the top of the range. My advantage point, we haven't really got an advantage point as such, but as soon as I break this high, I'd be risk free. Okay, risk free. Now here's the thing though, full TP, you're only looking to come up to tap this, really, because that's the 4 hour range. The most you could probably go is this, unless you're going to be pushing all-time highs again. So, I mean, it's more than enough. We've got 30 minutes left of the 1. As long as this 1 doesn't drive up, which it can do, right? It can do. Where the hell's the 30 done? Oh, 30 no bottom wick. Could have potentially took the 30. Because look at these 30s coming back up. 1 30-minute candle. 2 30-minute candles to get back up. If we had a bottom wick, we could have potentially took that 30. Now we're going to have to wait for the 1. Now, if the 1 drives up and taps, obviously we've missed the move. But yeah, if this 1 closes like this, we will wait for a bottom wick and then buy stops above. Happy with that in gold? That's probably all I've got at the moment until more candles print. This is sort of decision making area on the 1, where the 1's going to close. If the 1 closes respecting this level, then you're interested in the sellers down. If the 1 closes above, then you're trying to work out where that 4's going to land, where the 4 hour's going to close. That's what we're trying to work out. Okay, so we'll come back in 30 minutes, see what the score is. Let's do a top down on NAS. Monthly, we know the monthly closed bearish and we're getting a wick fill. We've had 50% wick fill now. See how it's rejected. So we've had 50% wick fill. This monthly can still go anywhere. Can still flip to the upside if it wants to. Okay, can go anywhere. Weekly then closed bearish and we've pushed down, had a steep bottom wick, and we've had a top wick also. So again, this weekly can go anywhere. Okay, can do anything. Daily close bullish. Where is the ranges on the daily? So let's mark up these some ranges. So I would say we've got a level around let's see, we've got a level around there. We did close bullish. We've got another level around here, which we had a fake out back into the area. We didn't get a bottom wick, and we're coming up to fill the range of 25180. That's off the daily. It doesn't really help us here because just the only thing we could look at here is sells, but that would be only if the daily needs a bottom wick. That's it. 2 minutes, guys. I need to add my stream record. 44. So where could this daily go? How high could it come? Is it going to tap and reject? I don't like that daily. So this is what I would be saying is, let's look at all the times where we broke below these and then we've closed bullish back into the area. Well, here's the thing. We've never done it. This is what's difficult. We've never done it. We broke below here. We came down to here. and then we closed bullish, okay, and then we popped up with the next daily, tapped, we could potentially take a wing back sell from here. This is quite a strong area which we could reject from. We could also drive through it quite easy as well. So I think we could potentially maybe be on this. And that bullish close, this one here, could be this one. So if we are on that, look at the next daily. What does the next daily do? Well, it opens up, pushes up, taps this level, and then flips. We've got no bottom wick. So could we pop up, tap this level, and then flip and get this huge drop down to this level? Could we get that today? Have we got news today?
Bottom at 1:30, I think, and then 3.
There's the hard one. That's Canadian dollar. 3 o'clock. Okay. So if we get that, could we get that? I think we could. I think if we had a sell stop here, sorry, sell limit on, at what point would we be like, nah, not for me? Maybe this high. And I think if you break that, you just wouldn't be interested. We're basically trying to see if we're going to get a rejection from around here. And if we are, yeah, I actually quite like this, Dan. But I know it's counter trend because the daily's bullish. But the next range of the daily is this. This is the next range here. And we're just filling it. We're just filling the range. It's just a case of, I think if anything, I don't think this daily is going to drive through the next range. I think if anything, what we might get, this daily might just close at this support level. And if it does, we could either decide to stay in or just get out. I mean, this one closed bullish, and then the next daily drove through. But
no bottom wick.
Yeah, no bottom wick. But this daily closed there, and our daily closed here.
Yeah.
So it is interesting. Let's have a look at lower time frames around here for a wing back sell.
Yeah, there's the one that closed just left to it as well. That closed not far away from it.
Which one?
On the daily, so it's
this
26th of November. That one, yeah.
Came straight through, didn't it? This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah. Here. Yeah, but look where that came from. Came from all the way down in these levels. So you think it's got the fuel to drive up? I mean, have we got the fuel after that drop? I think after that push, and then the drop.
It needs more.
I think we're gonna have to look at a lower time frame, see if there's a way we could get out if we're wrong. How can we identify if we're wrong? To be honest, though, this is exactly where we had a trade last time. It's the same area. So the 4's doing a pushing candle, so it'd be nice if this 4 could tap, because even if this 4 closes like that above here, you're still going to then get a pullback with a new 4, I would imagine, 4 coming up. Yeah. So if we can work out what the 4's have to look like, so 4 close respected, and that helped it drop. Just put this. Yeah, I think that's where I'd have stops. 4 close respecting this level. 4 closed above and still played out. Right, on 1. Can't really go off that. Can't really go off anything else. 4 close respecting. So I think I think if the 4 can come up and tap my wing back, I'd take it. If the 4 closes above, 25179, I think I'd look to get out. But I think this 4 would have to come and tap it. Yeah. I think I'm interested in that. I'm gonna have that on. Sells. If this 4, so if we look left, right, this one came from the downside, comes up, bullish, bullish, bullish. Comes from the downside, bullish, bullish, bullish. Then we get one bearish candle. Can you see that one bearish candle there, that little one?
Yeah.
There, bearish candle. There's our bearish candle. Then what does price do? Yes, with one candle, right? But it's the same sort of principle. Then we come up and break the highs, right? Can we come up and break the highs? Break this high. Can we tap and then it drops through the floor?
Yeah.
Could we get that? And then this area here is this one. So could this be the actual move down? I think I'm willing to put some money on to see if I'm right. See if it is, basically. So yeah, now how much would I risk on it? Well, this is where we've got to work out our probability, right? Probability wise, all new ranges, it's a bit all over the place, right? But if we look left, all the times we've came from below this level and then come up, what's happened? So we'll say this one rejected, played out. This one didn't, so this is a no. Okay, this one played out. This one came from below, played out. This one came from below, didn't. And then this one played out. These ones played out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it played out. Twice it didn't. So probability wise is in our favour. And then we've got to go, okay, well, where could we potentially go to? Well, I think if we do tap this and this is the move, we literally could get all the way down to, and I think I'm going to move this as my extremities. I don't think I'd be interested in anything below this level. We could literally be tapping this. So that would be my extremities.
Yeah.
I would have preferred the 4 staying below this level like that, and then a top wick. Tap to flip. Okay, so that's what I'll be interested in. Let's have a look at the lower time frame. If the 4 closes above in an hour and 16, we'll just look to get out. We'll manage this, and we'll just wait for another 4 below. Right, but let's go down the lower time frame and see what we've got. So the 3 got no bottom wick, which is nice. That's perfect to what you want to see for a wing back sell. So stuff like this before the pushing candle, what activates. You know, we closed bearish and we've got no bottom wick, so that's what we want to see. There's still an hour and 16 left there. We've got where do the 3s close? 3s close. Try and get these on the same. God, I like this. Yes, I do. But I really want this 3 to tap it. Look at the 3 here. So 3 close respecting these levels, right? See, not quite there. I'd say this is respecting this level. Got wicks to the area here. Got body of the candles. We've got another body of the candle. So I would say that's a 3 hour zone. Even though I'm not really keen on the 3 hour. And then if we look left, look at this. You close bullish, okay? We close bullish. You've had a bearish close. And then you get one candle, pops up, taps, closes bullish, but then you drop. So I think once we tap this area, we could potentially get a huge drop straight after this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that'll be your 2K, Dan. So now
Oh,
what we've got to do is work out and go, okay, what probability, what we're willing to risk. Well, the risk to reward is fantastic. So that means we could lower the risk because the risk to reward's fantastic. So I think
yeah.
I'll be willing to risk. I think I'll be willing to risk $200 on this. Yeah, $200. This year I've got, I can't take that much money on this account. So you could probably get away with 150. You think even if it's $150, which is what is that, 0.25%. So 0.25% for you, Dan. You've got to work out what that is, and then you've got to go, okay, well, where could I go to? Well, the take partial move to break even on this one. This is either going to start smash stops or we're going to be right. Okay.
Yeah.
So the take partial move to break even probably would be this level, 24877, and already that's just shy of a 3-1. So if you held and you broke the laws, this could potentially be a 11-1. 11-1 it could potentially have on this if we're right. So I think I am happy with this, guys. I probably don't need to look at the lower time frame at the moment. We've got no bottom wick on the hour, fantastic. That's what we want to see. And these hours can close above as well, right? So just be aware these hours can mess about. I'm hoping the hour can close at it, and then we start getting this drop. So yeah, I am happy with this on the 4. It's just a case of can the 4 come and tap it. I'm going to get this on the trade IDs as well. My risk-free move to break even. I know I said the bottom of this range, but there is an area here. They tend to come through anyway. You've got an area where you sort of reject from here. You could go risk-free there maybe, but you tend to just come back up. I think for me, my take partial move to break even would just be this zone. And like I say, this will either be stops or it's going to play out. And I think we've got to be fearless. Yeah. We're either stops or it's going to play out. Okay. So
yeah.
You've got to be happy with the risk. Put this on as if you've already lost the money. Okay. What you're willing to risk on this. Make sure you're comfortable with it. You have to lose this trade. What you're willing to risk. Don't say a penny, please, Dan.
100 quid.
100 quid. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to go 200. I'm happy to risk 200 on this, which is it's less than 0.25%. No, it's not. 250 is 2.5%. No, it's not. It's 0.5%, so it's about 0.4%. This would be for me. Let's go to the So I'm just going to get this up, guys, and then yes, I'm going to have a sell limit. Modify. $252.90. That's 100, so we need to go 180. So 1.8. Two. Yeah. Okay, so my sell limit is on. Stops are 25290. Take price move to break even 24890. Full TP is at 2400 flat, basically 24 flat. I'm just going to quickly get this on the trade ideas. Turn me Spotify off and it seems to be doing okay. Maybe it's just too much. I'm going to get a new computer, I think. 4 hour sell limit. 2.5. Bloody hell, this is like the same area. 2, 5, 8, 8. 2, 5. Oh. 2, 5. 290. TP1 is 2, 4, 890. TP2 is 2, 4 flat. Flat. And we manage risk if the 4 hour closes above 25180. 25180. Okay.
Where are your stops?
My stops at 25290.
290.
Yeah. Okay. Young boy.
Am I going to make another cup, eh?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go and make another cup of tea. It was a lovely cup of tea.
7 minutes for the hour close.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We really want to get activated on this forward though.
Yeah.
Because if we don't, remember Stretch Armstrong, and if the 4 is close to it, it means the next 4 can easily reach up. And that wouldn't even be considered as a pushing candle. So
Yeah.
we really, because this 4 has actually started from here. And for this 4 to come up and tap, it's quite a pushing candle. You would imagine you'd probably need to pull back. So hopefully 6 minutes for the new hour, and then we've got 1 more hour. So if this 1 hour can close like this, next hour pops up, taps, and then drops back into this area, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Like fandabidozi. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. I'll go and make a move. Back a second, guys. Morning, guys. Welcome on TikTok. Oh, God. I pressed invite by accident.
You do what with your ass?
On TikTok, like when you scroll through the thing, you click invite by an accident. That's why you get random Ahmeds and Mohammeds and that. Just staring at me like that.
Why did you invite me?
Yeah, exactly that. Right. 1 hour left now for the 4 to come up and tap. The 4 is going to tap. The 4 can probably stay bullish, right? Because if we look at this 4, do you know what? This is where it gets a bit tricky because this 4 here, this bullish 4, closed bullish and didn't actually activate, but then the next 4 came up, tapped, and then dropped. So that means this 4 might not tap it.
It might be the next one.
Might be the next one. But what you think if we get a 4 close there like that, yeah, this 4 closed, the next one can come straight through and hit stop. So
yeah,
it's like,
how far
yeah,
do you want this to pull back now?
Yeah,
and pull back further, so then the next one only has the reach is shorter for the next one. But like you say, closing on there on the left, it can just wick up.
Yeah.
And then drop.
Yeah.
Or
this is what I'm saying. It's probably either going to be stopped, smashed, where you're not going to have a chance to get out, or it's going to play out.
And you're going to have a difficult job getting in.
And you're going to have a very difficult because I mean, look at that. I mean, what time is this?
Just drop.
Yeah, this could have been news, to be honest with you. I mean, that's a huge drop. But let's mark this up and go down to the hours. Yeah, so we think we're on this, aren't we? Let's mark this up and go see what the hours look like. So we've already had this. Okay, we've already had this sort of thing and then come back up. So let's so and there's our
hour that you're getting in at all.
You what, Dan?
On that one there that we've just marked up on the hour, it looks like you wouldn't be able to get in at all if you didn't have a wing back from this area.
Well, the only way you could get in, yeah, you're right. The only way you could get in is if the hour closed bearish this hour, and then you just mark it execute. But you'd miss that
big chunk.
Yeah,
and it realistically could have only just come down to break the lows and then come back up, but it's just plummeted, no wicks.
Yeah.
Just plummeted.
So in a situation like this, you've just got to say, are you willing to risk any money on it? That's what you're saying to yourself. And this is where I'm different as other YouTube traders, because they'll just be like same risk every time, where I'm like calculated risks. I'll calculate what my risk's going to be depending on the scenario. Yeah, like I say, I'm willing to risk $200 on this. If we're right, we could be really in the money.
Wait, mine's come out at 92.
$92.
Yeah.
Okay. So what percentage of risk is that for you?
That's just under 1%.
Okay. Do you need that much, or is that is that less for you? What have you normally been risking?
1%.
Oh yeah.
Is what I was doing on the first phase. So I'd lowered it for a couple last week.
Yeah.
And then I sort of went just under. So yesterday's was like 80 risk.
Okay. So wait there. What if you risked? What if you halved that? right? If you half that, because forget about the money you're going to make, right? But you've also, when I say you've got to forget about that, but you've got to look at the risk to reward. The reward's pretty high, what you could take. And I know what you're saying, the higher the risk, the more money you can make, and you don't need it to drive more. But what if it doesn't? Are you more than comfortable with what you're risking?
Yeah.
Are you? Okay, cool. That's what you got to always say. That's what you got to always say. I mean, if it plays out, if you're risking just below 1%, and how much in drawdown are you? 3%?
4 now.
4. So let's say
After
you.
yesterday.
So even down to here, you're 4%. Okay. So even down to here, you're looking at 3 to 1. So if you're risking just below 1%, you're probably going to be about 2.5 maybe percent up, back up. So that means you'll only be 0.5% down from one trade, and that's only to here. If you can and you're willing to hold this,
If I hold to a TP, that's going to be like 980 odd quid. So that would cover.
that'll be pass, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that should, unless the fees.
Would that pass your challenge?
It should do.
Oh, come on. Can we finish on this great trade where you pass your phase 2 and get a live account ready for the new year? Wouldn't that be nice today?
That would be fucking exceptional.
You'd have a great Christmas
I would
ready.
laugh for the next 2 weeks while I'm off.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, this is. But we've got to understand that let's get the emotion out of it. That would be really good. But let's act upon what we see. We know price can reject from here. But what we've got to understand as well, we've came from these heights. We've came down. We've liquidity. This was a liquidity grab. We haven't broke any highs yet. So this could be that we need to break a high. So that's what we've got to be careful of. Okay. I mean, this side, you go here, and then you broke the low again, came up. Then he broke the low again, came up and didn't break a high. And this is the only area I've got to go off here. And I think the only thing what matches up with us, if I get rid of all of this, the closest thing what matches up with us is probably this area. This. Because we've had that test already. And I think that is that. Okay. There's the first break of this low, like below here. There's the first break of this low from here after we come from these levels. Okay. There's the first break of the low. We come up, we tap, we reject, we drop back down, we break this low. We come up, we tap, we reject, we drop back down, we break this low. Okay. This is now this area. Then we come back up again. We come back up again. We reject. We have one bearish forward candle. We reject. We have one bearish forward candle. We come back up. Yes, with one forward candle. This is took 3. But it's still the same principle. Price is still around them prices. And then you tap this level. And then you plummet through the floor. And that's what I'm going off basically. It looks really nice. But probability wise, this is the only area I've got to go off. That's it. Or the closest thing what looks to us. And if we're right, the reward could be fantastic. So what are we willing to risk to see if the reward, to try and get the reward basically. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at the gold because the 1 hour is closed now. Oh look, we broke the high already. So if the one, ooh, I've already broke the high. That's pissed me off. I didn't really want to break this high. 30, 15, close bearish. If we can get a 15-minute bullish close and I get a steep bottom wick, I might have a buy stop on gold. The 1 closed back into the area. The 2 is still bearish. This 2 could flip to the downside at any point. The 4 technically faked out back into the area. This 4 should be driving up. 3 doesn't really give us much, but the 2, 1, this one can really drive right up, because the 2, if you look at the 2, 2 can come straight through. That means the 1 can come straight through. So if the 1's going to drive up, still respecting this minor level though, 30. I think I would need 15 closed bearish. What would I need to see here? 15-minute range. The liquidity grab now, 15 closed bearish. I think we would need a bullish close or doji. If we get a doji style candle on the 15, I think I'd probably take that. Bullish, bottom wick, buy stop above for the 30 to push up. The 1 hour to flip to the upside. The 1 didn't drive. Down, pull back down. Yeah. We could actually just get a buy stop off the high. 5. The 15's about to close. Let's see how this 15 closes. We might have an entry on gold as well, whether you want to take it. But I need a 15 doji style candle. This will be low risk, this as well. So this would be stops, would be just the low of the hour. I wouldn't expect to break that unless we're wrong. If we're wrong, that means the 4's driving down. It means the 2's flipping, and we were just wrong. Okay. So I think stops would need to be below there, and then you wouldn't be interested. But the 15, let me get this ready. The 15 closes broke the high again there as well. That's the 15-minute range there. You've got another range here on the 15. So if the 15 can close above that, the 15 can close above this level, even better. You could probably bring stops to there. You would say, okay, well, the 15 shouldn't break the low, the 30 shouldn't break the low. I'm going to get this ready. 15. Let's see. Shit. Have to get him in this fucker. Yeah, so stand by with this. I might have a swoop entry on this. Probably $150 maybe. Stops would probably just be the low. There's 15. I wouldn't expect if the 15 closes back above. Actually, no. My stops would be the hour. Can't even test this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so stand by on gold. I'm probably going to be getting in with the new 15. If I can get a bottom wick, we'll have a buy stop above. Don't drive without us though. Because I'm expecting the 2 to come all the way up. You see, that's what it's off mainly. Let's 5 break above this level here. Okay. So stand by, Danny Fury. I'm only risking $150. Six seconds. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna have a buy stop above the 15. So I've got a buy stop above. Start. Modify. 4320. That's 76. Delete. Okay, I'm in. I'm in for a buy on gold. And this is basically going off the 2 hour driving up. I've got $150 risk, which is, I'm only looking to come to this level, guys. This is just if the 2 is going to carry on. So what we've noticed on the 2 is you come up, you get a bearish 2 close, come up, bearish 2 close, and then the next 2 can really drive up to this level. That's all it is. Okay. Probability wise, it's probably you had a fake out back in, because the previous 2 is actually bearish. It broke out to the downside, so this 2 can flip to the downside at any point. So it's probably like 50-50 at the moment. But the way that one's closed, the one's closed back into the range again, but we haven't actually broke out of this. These ranges are a bit all over the place. I would like a 1 hour close above that, but if the 2 is going to drive up, I would imagine the 2, because this is that 2 area here, this one. So I would imagine this 1 hour would have to be the one what drives up the 2. That's all it is. Okay. That is all it is. So yeah, I'm in on gold. Now we are hitting a level which is quite a strong area of mess about. So if we look at these, all these rejections, we did break out here, but then we faked out back into the downside, and then we closed bullish again back above. So it's like, what are you doing? You could just be messing about. But I think if we break the low, if the 2 flips, I'm not interested. Right? If the 2 flips, we're just wrong. My chain of thought on this is that this 2 is potentially going to do that on this 2. And if it is, fantastic. If the 2 flips, it's not my trade to take. We were just wrong in our analysis. Because he did get a fake out to the upside, but then he had a fake out back to the downside. But there's only 1 hour left. And the 1 looks lovely. Now, if this 1 doesn't break above, then we'll just look to delete. Okay. That's what I've got on that. Or what we could do is maybe if this 15 doesn't flip and closes bearish back below, we could look to manage risk maybe. Get out and look for a better entry. But that's what I'm after. I'm after that flip on the 15, which my MT4 is already, my MT5's already flipped to the upside. I'm only $150 risk on this. Come on, gold, get up there. The 5 did break above this level, which is nice. I mean, you could argue and say it's that level, which he didn't break above. So yeah, we want some closures above that ideally. 5's closing bearish. What are you going to do? So if the 15 stays bearish, guys, right, and I get a top wick, I might get out and look at getting buy stop above with a future candle. Okay, so ideally we don't want this 15 to stay bearish. Hey, busy morning, Dan. Busy morning.
Busy morning.
Busy, busy, busy.
Well, we drove all the way up to Morpeth yesterday.
Yeah?
I had to go for a doctor's appointment or hospital appointment with the NHS.
Everything alright?
It's just she's got like issues with a couple of discs in her neck on her spine. So
Too rough for you, Dan.
I
You're
can't help myself.
too rough for you, mate.
Too rough. I we got there and I went to the toilet, came out, and just by the look on her face, I was just like, we're not supposed to be here.
Really?
So I was like, you've either missed it or wait. It was yesterday and it's today. So she was just a day early. I was just like, oh, for Christ's sake.
Do you know what? That is Emma all over. The amount of appointments I've gone to and we got there and they went, oh, it's not today, it's tomorrow. I'm like, what? I've changed my plans and everything. And that's Emma all over that.
Absolutely mental. So we went to Morrison's, got booze for Christmas. She went and picked up a few bits and pieces. So it wasn't a wasted journey, but we're just going to go again today.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make fajitas for tea.
Oh, fajitas.
Fajitas.
Do you cook or does the missus cook? Or both?
We both do.
Yeah.
Really. So she's excellent at like Sunday dinners and that.
Is she? Emma, honestly, Emma, I would. So if I could choose where to eat, it would be one of Emma's meals over like restaurants and that. Emma's unreal cook. Yesterday she done like a proper Christmassy. We had like eggnog and she done like a cheese platter and loads of little cheeses, few sandwiches, and it was just beautiful. The cheese was lovely on crackers, and then she had like caramelized onions to put on as well with different dips. Oh my god, on the house one. What Emma's cooking is absolutely amazing. And then for tea, she made this garlic chicken with like her own sauce, own garlic, what you pour over the chicken. Oh my god, Dan. Like drinking the sauce, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Beautiful.
Like the 15's flipped to the upside again. Here we go. Because if this 2 is going to drive through, it should be a really big pump up, I would imagine. Maybe something like this off the 15s, where pump, or even something like this, pump. But yeah. Let's see, have you got this one on or not?
Yes.
You've got this one. Okay, dokie, Matt.
Yes.
And what are you willing to risk on this one? To see if we're right.
60.
60. Okay, nice. The thing with this one is you could probably hold until you hit your TP, really. Yes, you could probably go risk-free once you break the high. Once you break the high, you should not be coming back down to break even, I wouldn't think, unless a higher time frame closes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can definitely go risk-free here. I think. I need to go risk-free. Pull that needed buy stop. Free. And then we'll save as. Save. Nice, and then we're up $21. Oh, Paul's in the house on YouTube. Oh no, he's gone now.
Oh,
He's gone now.
oh.
He's gone now. He's
Bye,
joking.
Paul.
Bye, Paul. Yeah, we're currently up at the moment. Nas is still pushing up, which is good. That Nas trade, I'll tell you what, Dan, if we're correct in our analysis, could be a really, really nice trade. Really nice trade. Come on, gold, get up there. I mean, this is a lovely 15 close if we close like this again, because this is an area where I was a bit, where we're just messing about here a bit, and it is quite a strong support level. So if we check now and go, okay, every time we close above here, what happens with price? Bottom wick. I mean, look at that 115 here. This is quite a fast range. This, look at that 115 down. Up, tap, drop. Really nice.
Mm.
So, yeah. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Oh, baby.
I love tea.
You drinking?
Do you know what I started watching yesterday, Dan?
Yours?
You would have seen it advertising. If you can look past like the British bad acting side, it's called The War Below. The War
Between
Below.
Land and
No, is it The War Below or The War Between?
The War Between
That's
Land and
it.
Sea.
That's it. Have you seen it?
No, I've seen it advertised on BBC.
I started watching it last night. Me and Mason watched it. Me and Mason watched the first episode, and then Emma was like, "Oh, let's move on to where Married at First Sight."
No.
So we moved over to Married at First Sight, and Mason went upstairs and watched the rest. Where do you think I wanted to be?
Upstairs watching that.
Yeah. So, but there was food in front of me, so I had to stay, obviously.
You can just sort of like grey out.
Yeah.
Married
But
at First Sight.
what is really hard is when you're watching it, some of the military side of it, like whoever the military advisor is for these programs, like needs sacking. Some of the stuff what they do is just ridiculous. And it was like bad acting by people on the show, and it puts you off a bit. But yeah, the storyline sounds great, but I just hope it doesn't come across as one of them woke global warming things, which I think that's what they're trying to portray. Yeah. And
Because you're destroying the oceans now.
Yeah, literally that. And as soon as I see a bit of woke in a program, it just puts me off. Just even though like I might agree with it, but when I watch stuff, I don't want to be pushed an agenda onto me by watching something. You know what I mean? I just want to watch a program what doesn't
be entertaining, take you away from all of the negative stuff that's going on in the world.
Yeah, and it just like forces. I think every program now has to have either a gay couple in there, right?
Yeah,
that's what it has to have. It's got, and this is what does my head in. Like, I just want to watch something where not have wokeness shoved down my face, even though I'm not against gays at all. Doesn't make. I don't give a fuck what you want to stick your dick in, right? I don't care. Do what you want. It's your own life. But I don't want to.
It's not just men, you know.
Yeah, I don't want it shoved. I don't want it shoved down my mouth. And it just does my head in. Come on,
it's inclusion and representation. I think that's mainly what it's
trying to do.
It's trying to do.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of, well, for hundreds of years, it's been mainly white representation with a lot of of oppression, different things. So
I don't mind it, right? What you said there, it's just like sort of trying to make it normal so people don't feel excluded. But what I don't like is because I love history, right? What I don't like is when you watch history stuff and they're portraying it wrong. So what did I watch? What was it now? I watched something about the Saxons.
Yeah.
It was William the Conqueror, and the Earl of Mercia was an half caste, and Britain had no half caste people in them times. And people look at these programs. Yes, it's not fact in this is what it was. It's there's dramatization in it and things like that. But you look back at things like that, and people will think that's what it was. There was black people in the UK then when there wasn't. Do you know what I mean? So I don't like that getting affected. I mean, again, I've got nothing against black people at all. It doesn't make any difference to me. I think if you have to get something like that in, you're the racist for thinking that has to be in. Do you know what I mean? If you think that something's racist, you're the one who's racist for thinking it's racist. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even think about it. Like adverts on TV. Have you noticed it's all mixed now? It's different relate. Like you're the racist thinking you have to get that in there and get them people. If that person is coloured and they're the right for that part, then yeah, they're in there, they're on there. Do you know what I mean? But don't force it. Is what I'm trying to get at. When you force it, we closed bullish, but we still respected this area. Why are we still respecting this level? But we're still bullish. 30 closed bullish. We need an hour closing above. The hours? No, it's not. The next 15. This hour can really pop up, and really pop on this 30. If it's going to pop, it's going to do it on this 30. It has to. If it's not, and this 30 stays bearish, we could look to get out. I mean, the 15 closed bearish, which we don't like. Got no top wick on it. Tell you what, I might be interested in though. That was nice looking. Yeah, we know the 4 hour can close and not activate on NAS. We know that, don't we? So we know the next 4 can activate, but it is more riskier, but we know it can happen. So ideally we want this 4 closing in and around these levels. In and around these levels, basically. We don't want the 4 close. If the 4 closed above here, I don't think I'll be interested. So as long as the 4 closes below 25175, then I'm probably going to be leaving this on and let it do its thing. It's thing.
It's tang. Do your tang.
Oh, here we go. There's the 15 flip. Oh, I love that when you come off and then you come back on. It's like already flipped. Because this 30, if the 2 is going to fill this range, that means it's only got 2 15-minute candles left to fill this range. So in order to do that, the 15 is going to have to cover probably half. And then the next 15 is going to have to cover the other half. Do you know what I mean? Or vice versa. But either way, you've got 2 15-minute candles to cover. You might be like that. I don't know. But as long as we get a 15-minute bullish close, I think the next 15 could really pop. Yeah, but I'm going to have a nice break, Dan. I'm not going to be on my phone over the Christmas period. I'm going to just really be in the moment.
Good.
Really be in the moment.
Enjoy it. I think we're just flitting about. We're at a brother's for Christmas. And as I've said, she lost her mum on Christmas Eve last year, so
really?
It's not going to be the best sort of period for a few years.
First Christmas without her.
Yeah. And I think she's just, it's one of those situations where I think her mum did a lot for her.
Yeah.
And like her out of a lot of situations that she didn't have to handle herself. So now I think it's hitting her a lot harder because she's realizing how much she relied on her mum.
Mm.
So there's a lot more for her to think about now. So, but
Yeah.
then as well, the way that it happened wasn't great. So there's like inquests with the NHS and stuff, and that's been going on for months
Yeah.
since her death. So, but she hasn't had a chance to grieve properly.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been told. Yeah,
Until
but
until that inquest's done, it is all up in the air.
well, this is it.
Emma's mum was the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you
really
mean.
difficult.
Yeah.
Really difficult because that you're supposed to grieve. This is what we're supposed to do.
Mm.
Is to let your mind cope
Yeah.
with the trauma and compartmentalize it into where you're not forgetting about it, but things get easier for you to cope with it.
Yeah.
If you don't allow that, then like I say it's so much more difficult and can set you back. So yeah, it's tough for her, but all I can do is try and be there.
That's it.
Give her space if she needs it, give her comfort if she needs it. So yeah.
Oh, bad time in that, like, innit?
Well, it is, and we're getting to that age now. You know, like I'm 40, she's 42.
Mm.
So, you know, we're getting to that age where it is like family members
Start
and people
dropping.
being grown. It's when we start to see them drop off. That's a horrible way to say it.
But what you're saying is, yeah, that is where you start seeing more family members pass away because of the age, innit?
Yeah, and it's more get-togethers at funerals than it is for anything else. Unfortunately, but this is life.
Yeah,
this is what everyone go through.
When we started going to, it's slightly changing the subject here, but what you're saying is you only get together when it's like on bad terms, funerals and things like that. So we noticed this when, let's say, somebody passed away, an old army mate, yeah, we would only ever get together, all the lads, old army lads, on funerals.
Yeah.
And we were just, that's one of the things we got from it. So what, we only ever get together on funerals. And it's really nice seeing everyone. So obviously we were like, right, we need to do something. And then the older generation, the Green Howards, they go to Benidorm every year. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So we were like, can we come along? And they're like, yeah, of course you can. So this is why we all start going to Benidorm every year now. And that came from because we'd had, how many funerals we had? Like 2 and anniversaries. We had like 2 funerals in a short period of time. And we were like, fucking hell, we only ever see it. It's really nice seeing everyone, but we only ever see it when on bad terms. Yeah. It's good to make an effort, like.
It is, and you always have good intentions when you see people again. It's just like, you know, we'll make a plan, we'll get together, we'll start seeing each other more, because this is, like you say, this is the time where we're all getting together for funerals all the time. So we don't want it to be like that, but life just gets in the way.
Yeah, it does.
You've got, everybody's got so much going on that it's difficult. It's
not even so much going on. It's more about, I think we're all stuck in this. We've got to make money because it's so tough at the minute. And this year, I think we were saying yesterday, this year, this Christmas hasn't felt Christmassy at all.
Yeah.
Like, normally you drive about, see loads of Christmas decorations up on people's house. I think people are so much in stress for this Christmas because they just can't afford much. Like, and I think that's why they're not in the Christmas spirit. They're just, because it's more like stressful getting the kids presents and things like that. We do need to flick the switch at Christmas, I think, though. Paul's back. Paul's come on and he's like, oh man, we're talking about such a sad subject. He's like, fuck me. No, no wonder there's no one on this stream. How you doing, Paul? You all right? Good morning. Good morning. Well, we're up $6 currently. This is messing about. We've got a buy on gold and we've got a sell limit on NAS, which could potentially be a really, really nice trade if it plays out correctly. We've got a wingback sell at 25188. The thing is with this, probability wise, it's like 60-40 to play out. So it's a case of how much are you willing to risk to see if you're right. Okay, but the risk to reward is huge if we're right. So I'm happy to put a sneaky $200 on. We're literally like that. If we're right, we could see 240 getting tapped, which is a risk to reward of 11-1. Would be fantastic. So that's what we're looking at on NAS. Gold, we're in a buy on gold 15. Risky a trade, low risk on it. I'm only risking $130. That's all I've got on it. It's basically off the 2 hour. So what I've noticed is this 2 can really pop up to this level, with 1 2 hour candle, and there's only 2 15-minute candles left of this 2. So if it's going to do it, it's going to have to do it on this 15, which is shifting now, and then the next 15, and that's all it is. Fairly straightforward. Happy with the risk, and yeah, we're up $40 now. We haven't gone risk free yet.
Hello again.
You gone, Dan? Where did you go?
No, my internet just got off.
Oh, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. So this 15 is pushing now, Dan, which is nice. If we get a 15 close like this, that's fantastic. Can the next 15 just get a straight pop through? Bottom wick, and then a flip. That would be lovely jubbly. We're up $45. We're up at the moment. Who's the tune got this weekend, Dan? Let's have a look, eh? To be honest, oh fucking hell, Chelsea, half 12 kickoff.
Ooh,
yeah,
lovely.
Yeah, boy.
At home.
Yeah. I find the London clubs always struggle when they come up to us.
Yeah.
They're all posh, aren't they? That's why.
Softies.
And they think we're all like orcs from Lord of the Rings and that when they come to the north. The north.
Oh, I watched the third one last night.
What, Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
I love it, mate. I proper get into it. I do love it. I'm looking forward to the Rings of Power when that comes back.
I haven't watched that.
It's good, but as long as you can look through the wokeness again.
Yeah.
If you look through the wokeness, you'd be alright. I told you, didn't I? There's a scene where the main character is a female and she's a part of the elves.
Yeah.
And there's one scene where she comes back to a town basically, and she sees her girlfriend and like sleeps with a girlfriend, and then you never see the girlfriend again. It literally felt like they had a box they had to tick.
Yeah.
Oh, like let's get this tick.
In and out.
We'll squeeze that one in now.
The character.
And that's all it was. And it's just like,
Yeah.
what was the need in that being in there?
Like a bit of background that, you know, it's helped shape who she is.
Maybe.
And how she sees the world or something like that. Just a little bit of something.
This is why I like talking to you, Dan. Because I think one way, but then you bring in a whole new perspective and you're like, actually, do you know what? Maybe that's why. And it calms me down a bit. We should get married, Dan.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Character growth.
Character growth.
symbolic, if it's symbolic to character growth, fantastic. But like you say, if you're just sticking something in there to tick a box,
Yeah.
then you know, if it was my box you were ticking, I'd just be like, well, what was the point in that?
Imagine if someone came on out and just said, if it was my box you were ticking.
You are? You're taking the trading box?
So we're going to wait for a bottom wick on the new 15. Once we've had the bottom wick and we flip back up, we'll go risk free. But we're currently up $67. Oh, 15's opened up and just popped. Oh, go on, baby.
You reckon move to risk free anyway? Because it's.
Yeah, no bottom wick. Yeah,
No
I'm going to go risk free. And you know what, guys? I'm going to close out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. We took. Let me get today's. Friday. We're up $115. The reason why I closed out early, why do you think, Dan?
Because it's going to come back down.
There's no bottom wick. Yeah. If we
might go up, but
yeah,
it's be coming down.
Yeah, I mean, it might still flip and give a bottom wick and then flip back up and push up. It's still got time for that, but it just gives it another chance to flip and fake out if it's going to really do that. So I'm happy with that. I mean, what did we take there? We took $115 and we took 60 pips. I'm happy with 60 pips on a Friday. So we'll get that added. We've still got Naz on, so we'll wait for Naz. But that was a lovely. Oh, you should see my MT5. I mean, look at where we got out there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Bang. Flip. Bottom wick. This is how we do it. What time was that? 09:15. Let's quickly get this on the trade ideas.
Yeah,
sorry, on the...
Now it's going to go up, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's the bottom wick. This is what I'm on about. But it gives it a chance to drive down. So 19, 12.
Well, that's it. I took 60 out there.
Nice.
Closing it full, so
15.
I'm going to take that.
And this is all you don't look at your balance on MT4 or 5, right? Just right, another win. Next day, another win, and you'll find you'll just bring it all back. One of the wins will be massive, and that'll just bring it back. Risk 130.
This next one, once Naz tags were in, and plummets. 12 minutes for this for just tag in and drop.
What was our stops on this? 61. And we took. What did we take? 60 pips, one. 58, say. Let's say 58. 58. Took. 2. So, do you understand why I said the 215s can easy drive now? It's because of the 2 hour. All the 2s tend to drive through this range. So drive. This one took 2. But you get the gist. A lot of drives through that range. So you're thinking, okay, well, when have we had a bearish close like this, and what's happened next? Well, probably here. So you close respecting here. So this candle, this one, is this one. Then you had a bearish close. So this bearish close is this one. And then what happens with the next two? Well, the next two comes down to around these levels. Yeah, around these levels, around these levels. The next two comes up, taps all the way up. So you think, okay, well, if that means this 2's likely going to come up, tap this. And if it's going to do, we've only got 30 minutes left, it's going to have to do with the next two 15-minute candles. So you imagine that's what it's going to do. But look at the 15 now. Look.
Yeah.
Look, this is what we were a bit cautious of. So it's a good thing We sort of, it can still play out, obviously. Might just need the next 2 to do it. There's still 10 minutes left of this 15. So yeah, I'm just thinking with gold, because there's now else on NAS apart from that area. Really, I haven't got anything else going on NAS apart from this getting tapped, which I think it'll get tapped with the next 4. Because where this 4's landing, remember what we said? Look, perfect where this 4's landing. If I mark these levels up, there's one there, not quite there, but look at this one. That'll be perfect if the 4 lands respecting this level. New 4 opens up, pushes up first, taps, activates, and flips. That would be fan, dabby, dozy. But on the 5th, on gold, if the 2 closes bullish like this, and we get a steep bottom wick first, we could potentially have another entry on, because we haven't. Yeah, we haven't actually tapped that range. We haven't filled the range yet, so there's nowhere else to go unless it's going to fake out again. I've got a meeting with Jordan at 11. Yeah.
Ooh.
Jordan. No, Jordan.
About business endeavours.
Yeah, I think he wants me to be an educator for him, but I don't know. We'll see. All depends.
Just see what's on the table.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can do. He sent me something over, I just haven't got around to reading it yet.
Yeah. Like I say, he sent us a message for my logins for TradingView for my logins, my username, so he can give us indicators and stuff, but I haven't responded. Yeah. I'm just being lazy.
Do you need the indicators, or that's what you got to say?
No, that's the thing. Like, I don't use any. I haven't for ages. I had the Meraki one on from Relentless, but I haven't used it for ages. It was literally just as we've said many times. You're just been getting your eye for marking zones.
Yeah.
With that on, and it's just extra confirmation. Right, I got that spot on, or no, I'm a little out. Why did I think here? Say just little corrections, but once you can see ranges, you don't really need it.
Yeah. Well, I am gonna make a Meraki indicator, just for the ranges, just to help, because it does help new people identifying ranges.
Well,
obviously,
100%.
You don't need it anymore, but it's nice to just flick on and go, I'm struggling to find these ranges. Let's see what the indicator says. Flick on. Okay. Flick off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I won't. You'll get it for free. And Relentless members will get it for free. New members coming in, I'll probably give it for free anyway if they've got a membership with us. We don't have many paid members really. Like I said, it's brand new.
Once the viewership goes up, people start passing things. We can advertise that.
Yeah, the thing is, don't. I'm shit.
Yeah.
I'm shit at doing it. I think it's because I'm happy with my trading. I make money from my trading.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I do leave it. I should hire a fucking editor.
Yeah.
Or marketing expert. But yeah.
That's it. If you're all right where you are at the minute, if it needs to become a cash flow, then you can make it that.
Yeah. You just don't want to be like all these others, though. Look at this 30-minute here, Dan. If this 30 closes like this, we're going to get a bottom wick, and the next 30 is going to drive through. I might have another entry on this 30, you know. But the only downside to that is it's the 4, isn't it? New 4-hour candle. That means it's going to be a bit dodgy, because how steep is the bottom wick going to be? So I've got Mumtaz Hussein wants to join my live. Should I let him?
On TikTok.
On TikTok.
Ooh. It's up to you. Like, no.
Hello, Mumtaz. That 30 is really nice. If we look at all previous data, once the 30 closed above here, 100% of the time, you push up to at least 4336. So look, I'm looking at this. 30 through. So there's the 30 close there. Bottom wick, tap, flip. 30, no bottom wick, straight through. 30, up, tap. This 30 didn't quite close above, but we're going to put it on there anyway, just to show how clean the range is. 30 back above. 30 above. Again. Again. 100% of the time. If the 30, in a weird way, I don't want it to close above there because the 4 is closing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. But if the 30 does close above and I get a steep bottom wick, I think I'd be interested in
I think that 30's gonna flip.
Do you think? 4 minutes left. If the 30 closes above and I get a steep bottom wick, I'll have a buy stop on.
Big grab.
Yeah, you've had it's a nice wick as well, what probably needs filling. Yeah, I like this. I do like this. See what the 30 is going to do here. But this is the thing, you've already took $115. Like, do you need another trade? But then you've got to flip your mindset and go, well, I've got to act upon what I see. If this is a valid trade I would take, I've got to take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Looking at it, analysing it, marking it up, and then not putting it on.
Yeah, because what you've got to understand with Forex is your first decision, your first trade is always the clearest decision, clearest trade. Any other decision after that starts getting diluted, unfortunately. So your first decision is always the most clearest decision. So you've got to remind yourself that, and then you've got to really analyse and go, okay, well, is this a valid trade? Well, yeah, if the 30 closes above there, 100% of the time, we should be pushing up to this. But we are aware that the 4 is about to close. So if the 4 closes like this, well, what does that mean? Well, the 4 range is here. We haven't filled it yet. So yes, the next 4 should come up to fill the range. But what's going to happen? We're going to get a bottom wick. How steep is the bottom wick going to be? Well, technically we shouldn't break the low, but it might need to. Of the previous 4.
To the toilet.
Yeah, no worries. So, yeah. Hopefully this 30 doesn't close above. And then we get a nice bottom wick. And then if the 30 closes above, fantastic. Buys above, 30 min. Roger. Yeah, that would be the 30 low. Ooh, yeah. Might have another trade on here, guys. This 30. See if I can get a bottom wick. If I can get a bottom wick, tap 4, 3, 2, 8. sort of want it a bit further so we can get that nice bottom wick. But price can ease there. Perfect, perfect. Okay, stand by. Might have a buy stop above this 30. Come on, bottom wick. We'll get a bottom wick to here. We're going to have a buy stop above. Dan,
stopped.
If this 30 pulls back to here, I'm going to have a buy stop above this 30. Okay. My stops would only be the low of the previous 30. I'm only low risk. It'll be probably $100 again. Come on. This could easily drive up without a bottom wick though, because the 30s have done that in the past. But I'm not getting in unless I get this bottom wick. Just because it's the 4-hour change. And I think the way the 4 is closed, I mean, surely we can get a little bottom wick to here. Or at least, if I can get a bottom wick to that, I'll have a buy stop above the wick. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Don't go without us. Why you come fast? So stand by, guys. Stand by. If we can pull back, tap, I'll have a buy stop above the wick. Okay? Be above the wick. It's not there yet. Stop would be 4325. That'll be our stops. We really need to rule out the bottom wick of the 4. We don't want to get tucked down the bottom wick, because I don't know how steep the bottom wick of the 4 is going to be before the flip. We're in a clean traffic range up. This is the thing. Just can we be a bit patient until we get this bottom wick?
No. I'm in.
Are you in?
I'm not. No.
Okay, no. I mean, probability-wise, Dan, 100% of the time the 30 drives through, but it's just the 4-hour. That's the only thing that put me off. Just the 4-hour. Let me check the 5 here. Yeah.
Like when you start going back into it, there are a lot of things that you have to take into consideration when you're looking at like moves. You know, was that half an hour close on a close of the hourly? So you know, the higher time frame closes, or is it just slap bang in the middle of it?
And that's what takes people a lot of time to learn, because
what's the news or what? Yeah. And it's a lot more to think about.
It is.
When you first sort of get into it, you don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna have a buy stop above. You're absolutely right, Dan. Stops would be 4, 3, 2, 5. I'm only $100 risk, I think. Yeah, $98 risk I've got on this. So I've got a buy stop. This is now a buy stop. Can you see the discipline, the patience of waiting for that pullback? Imagine if you got in too early and then you start seeing this, and then imagine if you close back below on the 30 and a fake out, you'd be like shit, wouldn't you? You'd be like shit.
Yeah.
So it's so important you stay disciplined. Now, again, the 4's got enough time to come up activators and pull those back down, right? That's what you've got to be careful of. It has got enough time for that, really. This 4 can pull all the way down to test the previous 4 if it wants to, right? So you could have stops below there, but then it's not worth me getting on, because I'm only looking to target this 4336. So I'm sort of happy with where my stops are, really. And it's just a case of, can we do that bottom wick now? The further this bottom wick drops now, the better for us when we do get activated. Okay. But if you're looking at just the 30, we'll actually have a look at the 1. So 1 hour close, bottom wick, tap, and then flip comes up. 1 hour close, bottom wick, tap, flip comes up. 1 hour straight through, 1 hour straight through. So 100% of the time the hours come straight through. On the 30, 100% of the time the 30s come straight through after a bottom wick. So yeah, I mean, it's probability wise, we're pretty good, really. It's just a case of, can we do it? We're flipping back up on my MT5. Time on here. Stop loss. Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to flick onto NAS. Let's see what NAS is doing. So the 4 has closed. The 4 has closed, respecting this level perfectly. Look at that. Look at that now. Respecting. What we do want, ideally, this is a forward, remember. So yes, we can pull down a bit and still flip and then flip back to the downside. There's enough time to do that. But ideally, what's perfect for us, if this 4 opens up, pops up first, taps, activates, and then we get that flip to come down. Okay, so this is closed perfect for me on the 4. But remember, if we're wrong on this, you're coming straight through stops, so you're just going to get stopped down straight away. Okay, so it's either stops or it's going to play out on NAS. Are we going to get activated on gold again? Oh, look at this. Look at this. I think what I would do, guys, is, okay, I've been activated on gold. We've got another buy. I think I'll probably be closing out here. We're in for buys on this because of 30. Yep. I'll be going risk-free once we break the high again. Okay. Only a 1-to-1 this. Can we drive through? Straight into profit. I'm up $3. What did you risk on this one, Dan? Are you in this?
I am. I am risking about 0.5%.
Okay.
A little bit more.
I love that sound.
I've just, like, sometimes doesn't show us what the, like, me stop is also. I've got to, like, physically grab it and move it, like, ever so slightly, just for it to display what the risk and the reward is.
Risk versus reward.
But yeah, it's about 70 quid for 208.
Yeah.
So I will take that.
Yes.
And then there is only 1,000.
But don't look at your balance, though, Dan. Don't look at your balance. Don't look at what you're going to get to do.
Just the end result. The end result.
This is what Ronaldo says. Ronaldo said, right? He never looks at records. He doesn't look at records and work towards beating them. What he does, he just does his best every day and he just breaks them. Do you know what I mean? A bit like us with trading, we can't look at our goal where we need to get to. We've just got to do our best every day. Take each trade as it comes. So as long as this 30 stays bullish, we should be good. If it closes bearish, probably going to hit stops at that point. But 100% of the time, probability-wise, when the 30 closes above here, we drive straight through. If it doesn't, this is literally brand new data, but also we'll put it down to the 4 needs a steep bottom wick. Okay, but the 30 is never closed above here and then came back down, faked out, anything like that. It's never faked out back down. It's always came up to this level. So yeah.
So get yourself up there, 30.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nip the toilet down. 2 seconds, mate.
No worries.
It stays bullish. What's a 15 done? Oh, 15? Oh, that was the previous 15 one. Yeah, we just need a 15 bullish close, which is happening now. That's nice. Can we drive up with a new 15? Yeah, bearish close, 15 bullish. Bearish close, 50. Yeah, we could really pop up with this 15, the next one. Any closer to NAS?
No.
It's just doing that bottom wick, isn't it? Nah, my honesty, Dan, NAS could be, if we're right on NAS, could be really in the money. And you're saying that one trade, if you leave it to hit full TP, could pass your challenge?
Yeah.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice, won't it?
Depends on how these gold ones go.
Yeah.
If we can get TP on this gold one, then
it will.
100%. Then that's one ways ago.
2 minutes down.
On 4. I think now. Over in there or thereabouts. Quick pop up. Debate and then drop. I'm out.
Sorry, what were you saying, Dan?
No, I'm just talking about the 4 on NAS.
Oh, right.
And then around the flip. So
Yeah, it's not, you know.
just little pop up, activate and drop.
Yeah. That's what we're after, mate. Oh, that's what we're after. As long as this 30 stays bullish, this 30 has to stay bullish. Does it have to stay bullish? Could it be next play? Maybe. Because all the 30s tend to just straight up from here. If it doesn't, it's brand new data.
Yeah.
Stop. No place to go. Yeah, that's all we got. Oh, we flipped back bearish. What are you doing, 30? Oh, come on, 50. Come on. One's left of this 30, so this is the last 15-minute candle. So as long as we still respect this level, that's what I'd want. The 4 has got a bottom wick now, but doesn't need a steeper one. That's the only thing what really could catch us out. If the 4 needs a steeper bottom wick. Come on. 11 minutes left. So this 30 can still do anything. What's Nas doing? It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. It's going to flip now. That's not much of a bottom wick, which is nice. Because we don't want much of a steep bottom wick. The steeper the bottom wick, the more could drive to the upside. XRP. XRP's still coming down. Oh, we had this marked up yesterday, didn't we? Daily close, top wick, then a flip. Yeah, next week should be quite nice on EU. Oh, look at that. Forward bearish close, which we said we wanted. Then the pullback. You wouldn't have been activated. Another forward bearish close. You've now broke. fuck it. I'm not even going to look at it, guys. Not even going to look at it. No point. Come on, Goldie. Dude, 30's flip back to the upside. Done, which is nice. Yeah, this should be fine. Be fine. We should be fine on this. My geezer. Ebenezer geezer.
Ebenezer geezer. It's gonna be a good day. Last day.
Yeah.
And then when you back?
The 5th.
5th. I think that's my first day back at work as well. So, unless I hear otherwise from the bosses. I can't afford to, but if the one is to take at least a month off, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And haven't they asked you to stay over the Christmas or something?
No. Well, like last year, I took January, February off.
All right.
Instead, if it helps the company out, keep us on for longer. So coming back in March and then working March through to December, rather than getting stopped in like August or September, then like I'll do that. So, but she's been in for a hip operation, so she's not going to be back for at least month, 2 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, but I'll go back to work until I'm told otherwise, I think. But I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in January because there'll not be a lot to do. But I'll still trade Thursday, Friday.
Are you still trading next week? We'll have a look.
No. Like I'll probably not be trading next week.
Oh.
I'll see. I'll see what it's like. To be fair, and where I'm at. If I'm past, I might just take a break and start afresh in January. If I'm not past, depending on where I'm at, I might also take a break and just come back afresh in January.
Yeah. Sometimes a break is good for you.
Well, that
resets you.
So
come on the 30. As long as the 30 stays as respecting 4328, we're all good. We're up $115 so far on gold. We've got another trade on gold, and we've got a sell limit on NAS, so for potential.
Which is just hovering.
Yeah. Come on the 30.
Just a nice little pop up on the form. Give that top wick, break the high of the previous candle, and then drop. That's all we need. It's not a lot to ask.
And then plummet. Yeah. My MT5 is slightly different though. So my MT5, the 30's flipped bullish again.
On gold?
On gold, yeah, but on TraderView, my 30's still bearish. Slightly out.
Mine's bearish on MT5. Little bearish.
I mean, that first trade was beautiful on my MT5. Where we entered and then when we got out was just lovely.
Perfect.
Perfectamundo. Perfectamundo.
I should have went full risk, shouldn't I? Full hog.
No,
5%.
So the 15, the 30 is going to flip again. Looks like. 5 minutes left. 15. Where do we need this 15 to close? Well, this 15 can close anywhere as long as we don't close below 4328. So this would just be a break, a retest. So as long as we don't close below these levels, we should be good. We might mess about, But price doesn't tell us we're going to mess about. It shows that it drives through.
Yeah.
So I can't really see this 30 doji. So what do I always say if we close doji on a candle, Dan? What does it mean? Ignore it, yeah. So if this 30 closes doji, what we do is we ignore this one and we go off the previous. And it's the same thing. We're bullish, bottom wick, flip to the upside. But if you look at the 15, so the 15 on my MT5 has flipped bullish, which is nice. So if that 15, how long's left here? There's only 4 minutes left. So yeah. As long as the 30 doesn't close back below. If the 30 does close back below, tricky. Probably top wick and probably look to manage risk, really, I think. Oh yeah. Come on, that's what you're doing. Have you flipped yet or what?
Messing around.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? 33 minutes left of the... I reckon the next 30, if the 30 closes like this, I think the next 30 could get a nice pop up. What would that 30 be then? We would be on this section here. So if we look at this 30, here we are, Dan, look at this. So the forward closed. I don't know if that was the 4, but we get a 30 bearish. Okay. And then we actually pull back down to here, 25061. Then you pop up. And then you come down. So yeah, this might take a bit longer. We know we can actually pull down to this level and then still come up and then still play out. So yeah, this will be a case of we just leave it on for the day, I think. We've got news at 3 o'clock, so you just look at around 3 o'clock, see where you are. That's it. Gold is coming down. Come on, gold. Don't be closing below there. Don't do it to me, Jack. Don't let go. 2.5 minutes left. Don't do it to me. Come on. $98 if this stops. I'm still up for the day, but I'm only up about $20.
Mm-hmm. Be down 10.
Be down 10. Break even day technically, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then NAS is going to be the one.
Yeah.
Come on the 30. Pull back, close respecting, and then we've got a nest play. So if this does close like this, the 30 has never ever done that in this zone. Never. Right? So what does it mean? Well, we don't know what it means because it's never done it. Price, there's no previous data to tell us what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
If anything, maybe this one in our range is out. So we're going to pull back to 4323, but no, I'm not sort of willing to move my stops, really. Oh, look at this rejection. Oh, nice. Nice rejection. As long as if this 30 stays bearish like this, we're now getting an S play. It's a case of can the new candle pop down, test the previous wick, and then a flip to come through. As long as a 30 can close respecting. I've only got 30 minutes left as well.
Yeah. It's fine. Then I'll have a shower and be prepared to go for a walk around Morpeth again.
Yeah. Put some rollerblades on. Makes walking more fun.
I haven't rollerbladed for years.
I love rollerblading. Love rollerblading.
I used to do it all the time. All the time. In me youths.
Use. There, he's closed. Back to downside. I don't like that. Okay, if I can get a pull back, I might look to get out, guys. If I can get a pull back to this, I'm gonna look to get out. Okay. 4-3. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Might not happen though. I'm gonna have a buy stop above this. Same risk. Buy stop. Yeah. Okay, I've actually took another entry, same stops. Okay. So I'm actually in again for another entry down. Or get a buy stop above. If this does flip and pull back up, we're gonna get out anyway. But it's whether you want to risk that extra, because you can easily pop straight through here. Just what I've got is if I only need a little pullback to get out at break even on both, I'm out on both there, guys.
Yeah,
done. Oh well. Okay. So I'm down $74 from today because of that second trade, because of this. So that's okay. That's okay. That's where we are. How many stops was that? That was 45. Let's get some of the trade ideas. Gold one we took 115. This one we were down 120. 190 we're down on this. So 19. 25. What time is that? Oh, it's 10. Gold. I'm just going to just put 190. I'll just put the second trade in with that. Breakout buy. It's off the 30. The thing is, I'd probably take that trade again any other time. Minus 190. Which was 45 pips. 5 stops hit. And this would have been 55. 30 highly probable clean range, but 4 hour had closed and stopped. Wick. So I'm going to put it down to the 4 when he did the bottom wick. That's it, basically. Okay, so that's gone. If we get 30 back above there, again, I would take it, because probability-wise, when the 30 closes above there, it drives up. Oh, look at price. Oh, my God. Look at price go. What could this be here? We got a drop here. I'll tell you off the 30 close. It's the 1 hour. Probably won't have time to put anything else on now. Probably only got the NAS.
The daily could still flip at any point.
What, on gold on ours? Yeah, it could. Doesn't need to though, that's the thing. We haven't even tapped that zone. Like, what are we rejecting off here? Price is never rejected off here, ever. They've all come through. So what are we rejecting off? 30's got no top wick. This is naughty. This is going to play out. This is naughty. I think, if anything, if the 30 closes back above here, I think I'd be in again. Or the 15. If the 15 closes back above, probably look to get in again, but I won't get in before 11. But that's what I would look at. If the 30 closes back above 4328, I'd definitely be in again to come up. Okay, so that's it on gold. Probably won't take another trade now. We've got our NAS on, but how long it takes to get activated, I don't know. But this is a case of just waiting, and then can I get down in time before closure tonight? If the forward closes above, I'll look to get out, manage risk, but yeah, I'm expecting a tap.
Rub back.
And a drop.
Oh.
What's that?
Hello. Gone.
Hey, Golden
Rub my
Goose!
back.
How are you doing, Geezer?
Right? Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. How are you?
I'm good now that you're here. Yeah, I had to talk to Dan the whole time there. God, I don't even like him. He just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. And what are you joking,
that
Dan?
sounds really painful.
I love Dan's talking. No, we had a lovely gold trade, and then we took another lovely gold trade which didn't play out. So technically, I think you're at break even, aren't you, Dan? Or you
break even?
Yeah. Where
Well,
I put a second entry on, so I'm down $70. But we have got a potentially absolutely beautiful NAS trade on, John. Potentially. If we're right. But it's either going to be fly through stops or play out and absolutely fly to the downside, where we could potentially be looking at a risk to reward of wait for it.
11.
Is it 11?
11 to 1.
Is it 11 to 1? 11 to 1, yeah. Just shy of 12 to 1. So, yeah. Could be really nice.
It does look quite a nice trade.
Well, what we're going off is the only area what looks similar to ours is this one here. This section. That's it. So we believe, or we think, this area here is this. Okay. And you come down, you break below this level again. Okay. Then you come up, and this little pullback here, see the pullback, bearish one, is this. Yeah. And then you come up. Then you come up. Then you tap this level. And we tap this level. And then look what happens. We then drop through. We drop through. So that's what we're looking at. If we're wrong, then price is likely to come straight through stops. Our managed risk is if the 4 closes above this level, we look to manage risk, basically. It's just whether we've got the volume to do that. Obviously, New York would be the one that pumps the volume. So if London can pop off for us, fantastic. Well, yeah. What time are you on tonight, John?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
Probably. I don't know, same sort of time. Probably like 6ish.
Is Kath on tonight?
She should be. I'm not sure. I'm not not absolutely certain, but she should be. It looks like you're going to get your wish about the daytime voting.
Daytime voting.
You've seen that? Yeah. MMO have put a vote out to remove the ability to vote on the daytime and weather.
Yeah.
And most people have agreed to get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like night, mate. I prefer the night. I think it's great when you haven't got MVGs on and you're seeing traces and all the explosions and that. It's great. And flares, using flares is great as well. You know. But yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I do and I don't. I don't know. For me, it's difficult, really. I do and I don't. I prefer the daytime because it's easier. Like it's easier to fight. Whereas
but yes, it takes away the immersion, and that's the whole point of a fucking, you know, a bloody military sim, you know. And I'm sure it probably is fun fighting at night, but I personally prefer to fight during the daytime.
Yeah.
You know, it's just easier, you know, easier to see.
It is
easier to
easier.
move.
When you're getting used to the game, you know, you don't want to be doing it at night. It's bloody hard. But yeah, once you've played a while, you like the night. I think the night's great. It is a lot more immersive, if that's the word. So yeah, you know, it'll be good, man. Freaky Friday, Fight Night Friday. It is.
Fight night.
Well, Dan, it's probably the only way I would take another trip. I've got to go at 11 anyway. But yeah, like I say, that 30. If the 30 closes back above on gold, I would take that again. But that's whether it does that. And now it's just a case of waiting. And if we don't get activated, then by 3 o'clock with news, I'd probably just delete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, news might give it that pop. What I would do is, if you are willing to keep it on and news opens up, check numbers. Right, check numbers. If numbers are correct for bearish momentum, you might get a pop up and then a flip. So, yeah. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous, I think, guys.
Okay.
I know you've just jumped on, John, but I've got a meeting at 11.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only not been on your sessions just because I've kind of like realised that I'm, you know, by doing yours and doing my own, I'm kind of over trading a little bit, and it's not doing my fucking figures any good. So I've just again decided to reduce the size of my trading.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't. I want to come on and watch, but I can't do it. I can't come on, watch, and not trade and not put a trade on. Like I just can't do it. Like it's just not disciplined enough to do it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it's because I can see your trading logic. I can see it. I understand your trading logic, and I can see it. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, yeah, it does look good. Yeah. And then I'm putting them on, and then sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, and it affects my overall trading figures. Like, and it's just, I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
You've got to like pick one or the other. Have a specific account that only trades when you're on streams. If you're taking them all together, then save ones for that, and then anything else you're doing is on a different account.
And that's the thing I don't. I've only got the one account, and I want to kind of like trade my own trades, you know. So it's just difficult.
Certainly is.
Indeed, young man. It is indeed. That's all right, mate. You know, I'm here. You know I'm here. You know where I'm at.
Yeah.
If you need us, but I'm just here
It's mainly like, you know, I'll come on for a cuddle, you know.
Yeah, and I don't want people to jump on just because they feel like they help me out and support me, because I don't need it.
Yeah.
Even though nobody gets on my streams, if I was bothered about it,
I've only come on now, like, just to speak to you, just to
You know, but what I'm saying is, you know what I mean? I was saying this to Dan earlier. Like, I make my money from trading. Yes, I've got YouTube and things like that, which plucking away in the background. But if you're not gaining anything from the streams, there's no point being on, really. Don't feel like you just need to get on just to support me. Because that's not the importance of what I'm doing, basically. So, yeah. That's what
time are you going to be on tonight?
I'll be on about 4 o'clock, I think. High as a kite. High as a kite. be
To
honest.
be fair, I've only got I couldn't really see anything. I mean, I just couldn't be asked to get up this morning. A, I didn't sleep well, and B, it's getting so close to Christmas that I can start to see the volume dying a bit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just.
Well, this is a prime example. This 30, because this 30 probability wise, the 30 100% of the time drives straight through to 4336. And it didn't. So it tells me that the 4 needed a bottom wick. It tells me that there's probably not enough liquidity to do it. So
I mean, the only trade that I've got on now, because I saw it, is the 2-hour grab candle, and that I think it will come through to the other side, but it's going to take the day to do it. So
it's to the upside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Like everything looks like good for it to come back up, you know. So that's what I've got on at the moment. But I've got in on it like sort of as it's dropped. I haven't put a buy stop on. I've just done a market and execute on its way down, and I'm in profit now, which is nice. But my take profit isn't until 4335.
4335. Yeah, that's what that was our target basically. The first trade played out lovely because we literally closed out. We got in. We were like this. We got in here. Can't remember where stops were, and we literally got out. Our target was here, but the way this 15 opened with no bottom wick pushed up first, we literally got out like there. So it was a lovely trade.
It was a beaut. Second one, not so much.
To be honest with you, Dan, now I look back, maybe our stop should have been back below here.
Yeah.
Which were originally there. Especially if this 15 closes back above. This was just a grab. Oh god, that would have been annoying. That's probably where I've gone wrong there. That hour.
Yeah, my entry is 4325 at the moment.
4325 flat.
Yeah, that's where I've got in at. It's quite lucky, really.
But if this 30 closes above, I'll probably take another trade, another stab.
The thing is, like, had I spotted it by my trading rules, I would have been in anyway.
Yeah.
So I just got in anyway. You know, just got in at a better position. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you, mate. I hear you.
But I reckon it will come through. It's just going to take the day to do it.
Yeah, I'll probably say that's the...
Much preferred that this 4 had already flipped and tugged us in and dropped. That's what I would have preferred.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm going to be watching this all day.
I know, it's one of them, isn't it? I mean, what did I say with the 4?
It's going to have to be my phone because I'm out as well. So.
Yeah. The wick can come down and test the previous 4. That's what's happened. So if this 4 flips again now, there's still 3 hours left. More than enough time. If this 30 closes above here, I'm going to be taking another entry. If the 30 closes above, I'm going to be taking another one. But I've got to go because I've got to set up Zoom for this meeting with Jordan. See what he wants to chat about.
Jordan.
Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. And I'll be back.
You're done now, are you?
I'm done till the 5th. I'll be back on the 5th. So stats so far. So this is a top 1 instant account. Okay, I know it says demo there, but it is an instant account. I can happily assure you. We're up 1,859 at the moment. We've got a NAS trade on. So this account's pretty good. Our stats on stream so far. We've been on 4 months. We've had 100% monthly win rate on stream, which is great. We haven't had a minus month yet. Okay, up 1% September, up over 3% in October, up 0.5% in November, and up nearly 2% in December. What did I say there? 3%. Yeah, 3%. Sorry, up nearly 4% in December. Sorry. So we're absolutely smashing stream. So these are really good stats for a trader.
I'll tell you something else as well. Like the issue with this as well is that in order for me to get those stats, I have to be on every day without fail, and I can't do that. I can't do it. there'll be some days where, you know, we have a really big job on and I've got to be there in the morning,
Yeah.
and I skip it, and then that ends up being the day where you end up doing like a $700 profit. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if I then take the rest of them, I end up in the negative, and I'm like, hang on a minute, how have I ended up negative when it should be positive? Do you know what I mean? And that's the reason why, because I can't turn up to every single trade, every single stream.
You're
It's
right.
just not possible. So I've got to do it the way that I have done it previously. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear you, mate. I hear you. You do get the point where you know, you got to go, right. I've got to. This is, you'll know, because people sort of pull away and they go quiet.
Yeah.
That's when they start getting in the zone. But everyone's different. Like, you've got to work out what's right for you. And I can't get in your head. It's something I can't help, because I don't know your brain. I don't know how your brain's wired.
Yeah.
So
So it wouldn't be so bad if I could turn up to every single stream, but I can't.
yeah,
Like and therefore that doesn't work for me. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Not to say that, you know, because you are a fantastic trader and you clearly know how to fucking trade, but it's the way I can't get on board with the way that you do it, because there are just some days where I just can't do it.
yeah,
Because there are some days where my day's so busy I can't get on the charts. I've got to be on a site at bloody 8 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, I think we had one last month where I had to be there at 8, and then that happened to be a day where you had like a $600 profit, and you're telling me about it, and I was like, I'm gutted that I missed it. And it's just things like that makes a huge difference. It don't seem like a big difference just one day, but
Mhm.
when you look at it across the whole month, and that one day has a fucking $600 difference, do you know what I mean? It doesn't, it just doesn't make sense. It's just not workable for my way that I need to trade. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So
get
you'll
you.
have to forgive me if I turn up for less streams. Like I said,
That's
I
all right.
specifically popped on here to come in and say hello. Do you know what I mean?
Like I said to you, I don't need people on. I'm trading anyway. So you've got to just, as long as you only come on if you're benefiting by, even if it's one little thing, fantastic. But sometimes you do have to take yourself away and get in your own head. Get in your own
That's
head
what I
into your own
realised I've got to
trades.
do. I've got to get back to that point, because that was the difference.
Yeah.
That was the difference. Like when you weren't on for that week and a half that you weren't trading, pretty much every day I had a profitable day.
there you go.
Profitable day.
Do you
And
want
I was
Poppy?
just like, that's the only difference. I was just taking my own trades. I wasn't taking your trades and my trades. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's only sort of like gradually as I started taking your trades and my trades, it was massively affecting my win loss.
Yeah.
It wasn't entirely that caused me to blow my account. Like I blew my account through some bad luck as well. There were a couple of days where I missed some trades. You know, do you know what I mean? Like all these tiny little bits, they all add up and they all affect whether you're going to win or you're going to lose.
Mhm.
It all affects the probability. So I've just had to be a bit more. I've just I've got to be a bit more diligent, a bit more careful, and a bit more disciplined.
You do,
You know what I
geezer.
mean?
You do. Right, guys, I've really got to go. But have a fun.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
I'm gonna have a fantastic Christmas and New Year, and I'll see you back on the 5th. Next year is going to be unreal for stats. Okay, so yeah, Naz is going to play out, Dan, and that's going to pass you the account, and you're going to be ready for the new year with a live account.
Gold's going to play out, isn't it, Pete? It's going to play out.
Yeah. This 30 closes back
Everything's
and
going to
forth.
play out for everything.
Yeah. Right, guys.
Christmas.
Have a great Christmas, and I'll catch you later.
Yeah,
have a
you
good one.
fellas.
See you later.
Speak in a bit.
Have a good Christmas, guys.